Hey guys, welcome back to Flying in Space with Planethead. Um, got a little bit of a different video that I'm going to make today. Uh, just going to address the elephant in the room. The beard is gone. This is not the video part, but if you've watched my previous videos, I usually have a beard. I shaved it off for a personal event that I went to uh, yesterday. Beard will slowly grow back, so we'll see what happens over the next month. But not a, I love. But that said, we are back in Eve. So something I wanted to talk about today was you've watched the last couple of videos. I've done some basic wormhole stuff as I've started to live out there as an alpha character on my current 100-day journey. And with that journey, I'll just let you guys know if you haven't seen these videos before. I'm doing 100 days as an alpha to push myself to learn things that I normally wouldn't learn as a base, so that whenever I do go Omega after 100 days, I've tried a few things out and have a good feel for it. I would, after doing this for the first 60-ish days so far, I would really suggest a new player actually doing it this way. Set yourself up for like 30 days of playtime. Don't just go out and mine or explore. Find something that's a little bit tough to do and force yourself to learn some things. So, that being said, if you watched previous videos, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole again. Today, my main character is Jeremiah Johnson here, 72. If you ever want to get in contact with me, just feel free to message me there. I did have my original character that I came back to the game with, Bruiser McBruise. He's still sitting out in Syndicate in his Galente and Caldari hybrid firing guns. I haven't used him in a little while. I bounce around every once in a while, but I mostly have been messing around with Jeremiah Johnson during this stint. Um, so if you do want to contact me, please send messages to him, Jeremiah Johnson 72, or just comment on YouTube. That said, um, we'll jump right in. So, and then I also wanted to talk about my main thing today is going to be my third character here, Mr. BJ and the Bear. And we'll get to that. And if you know what that is for, you're probably laughing right now. The name of him, I'm so glad I got this name. I can't believe somebody else actually had BJ um, uh, in the well, BJ. I'm sure there's plenty of guys with that name in this stupid game. But so let's jump into Jeremiah Johnson. I want to show you something that I saw earlier today in my wormhole, if it's still there, and then jump back over and I'll show you why I've created the BJ and the Bear character. So, just, okay, we're back again. I'm going to try this again. See if it works for me. I had a power outage there. Not a power outage, but a system outage. Hopefully it'll come up here. I want to fly around. There we go. That was weird. That was really weird. Okay, I'll have clipped out some of that part there, but back to the game. So, um, basically, I am in my current wormhole. Now, earlier today, using my D-scan here, I came in, I was going to do my regular scan down some anomalies, mess around with a few things. Sometimes, I've learned this after living in null-sec and low-sec, you don't want to push things. Have other options, especially if you're in a wormhole. Um, I came in, I did a D-scan real quick, and I saw a venture out on my D scan in a wormhole. I also saw a, a, a wreckage of a Galante frigate within my range of death or range of my directional scanning here. So you've seen this before. So what that told me was either somebody was baiting with a venture or um, with the Galente wreck that somebody was blowing up other explorers and hunting them, maybe in cosmic sites. So rather than mess with that, thought I'd give it some time. Um, what I thought I would do is, and As you remember, I have my cosmic anomalies here. Why push it? So, what you can do with a situation like this is have a second character, like I have with Bruiser McBruise, and go do something, play with that character for a little while. Or you can do some maintenance and watch a movie or a TV show. Um, so what I wanted to do and have get things done while you're waiting for your area to clear out. So what I thought I would do here is go ahead and log off in space. I'm going to log off safely. While this happens, while I am logging off. Oh, shoot. All right. Want to keep moving, so I am now moving again. Let's try to log off again. Sorry about that. It's going to log me off and give me the option to load into another character. This is a nice little feature that they added in a while back. Used to be whenever you quit, you had to then reboot up everything and go again. This you can log off and go into another character that's on your account. And you know that your character is safe on the other side. And then we'll get in the nuts and bolts of the video. Sorry about the delay here, but I just wanted to show you why I'm doing what I'm doing today. With my exploration character that's in the wormholes, I can go around, get some relic sites, and whenever a high-sec wormhole opens up, I will go out and just drop those items off at the closest station. Then they're out of my wormhole. Should I get blown up, I don't lose that loot. At some point, the goal is to either use that loot to make new things or just sell the loot. So what I've done here is create a new character because whenever I drop out of the wormholes, those wormholes are going to be randomly all over. You want to have what's called a hauling alt. It's been a long time since I've made one of these, but it's really helpful, and I came up with a game plan of how to do it to most benefit players, and it can actually expand down the road to help you with other options. So I'll talk about that. So we're going to pull up Mr. BJ and the Bear here. If you're wondering where BJ and the Bear comes from, it is from an old show called BJ and the Bear from the 1970s when I was a little kid. I couldn't tell you what happened in the show other than this guy drove a truck around with a monkey as his partner. Okay? You can look it up. Wikipedia here has it. It looks like it ran for 46 episodes. I remember as a little kid going, I want to watch that show. And there's a little bit of a history here. It's kind of interesting. From what I understand after reading this, the main actor here actually wrote the theme song to it, if you want to look that up. But we're not going to talk about BJ and the Bear. That's where I came up with the name. It's going to come in, and I'm going to use that information to create the name of the corporation I'm going to use. So this is my hauling alt here. Now I'm still in my rookie ship. I wanted to show you how you can use career agents to help you create a hauling alt and make it really efficient or somewhat efficient to move things around. So if you notice over here, this is going to sound crazy, but to start off, what I want to show you is how I'm using the career agents and the free missions that they give you to set up little bases all over HiSec that will allow me to haul different things and larger items. First off, and this is just a basic hauling alt. Down the road, you can move into large freighters and things like this. This is just an up and runner, ready to go, so that as an alpha or even an omega, you can jump into it and go. So what I have here is I've started missions in all these different systems. How do I know which systems to go to? So if I come up here, go to career agents in the UniWiki, you can scroll straight down here, and right here is the career agent locations. So this is all of the different career agents. If you've started a game, they always start you with 5 career agents. What a lot of people don't know is you can go do more career agent missions. They're the exact same missions, just set up in different areas. This is going to be a boring thing to do, especially after a while. You want to do this while you're watching your favorite TV show. I'm going to be honest about that. Or doing something, having a conversation with somebody. But it can be really, really helpful um, for as you slowly build it, as you'll see. So, and it'll make you some side money, some side cash. But there's definite bonuses for doing these. So, each one of these systems here has 5 career agents. So if you think about that, there's 3 per main. Uh, I was not alliance, main faction, and uh, and then you get 5 career agents for each. Um, so you can literally go to 12 different systems and do missions for 5 separate agents. So that's 60 different agents. When you do those career missions, you get the free stuff. You also get your faction standing to grow. Why does your faction standing help? And it will help you in your not just your faction standing, but your corporation standings to grow. It'll help with multiple things. It'll help you with being able to do higher level missions for that character, which we're going to use those in a different way than most people do. Not security missions, but distribution missions. It's going to help us to sell items. Higher, I think, corporation standing helps with your broker fees, that sort of thing. There's so many different bonuses to it. It's a little bit tedious, but it's always something you can throw on if you don't know what to do or if you're just wasting some time and do it, and it helps you in the future. So currently, if I remember correctly, I am in MBOD down here. MBOD, and I've been able to do all of, here's the agents that are currently here, all of the industrialist entrepreneur mission, wow, missions up to level 9. I got done with 9. I just have to finish level 10. Um, and that will finish off the missions for him. Why did I stop there? Because I wanted to show you what will happen when I do level 10. So we're going to pull up Mr. BJ and the Bear here. And if you notice, um, all of my faction standings right now are at 0. Okay? Whenever you finish a career agent, it's very similar to finishing a storyline agent. Your faction standings for whoever you're flying for will go up dramatically, while they'll go down a little bit for the people that they don't like. Um, as I've been going through here, I've been doing the different missions for each one of these different agents, and I've started. Um, so you see here where some of these uh, 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 corporation standings have actually gone out just a little bit. I'm at the Paytor Tech School right now, and I'm at 0.65 because I've done all of those level 2. I'm sorry, all of the career agent missions for the entrepreneur there. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you. Remember, it's at 0.65, and everything here is at a 0. And then I've been doing all of his missions here, so I've got that at a 4.5. That's going to bump up. Let's go ahead and just finish off this mission, if I remember correctly. Start conversation. Notice I've already accumulated everything that I need to do to finish the mission. They're going to give me some stuff, whatever. The largest thing that you're going to get from all of this to start off with is they're going to give you an industrial ship that has a larger hull that you can haul things with. And when I finish this mission, finishing your level 10 of the entrepreneur is going to do multiple things. It's going to help you out, give you a large industrial ship. It's also going to raise your faction, your corporation, and your agent standings all at once. And it's going to give you some money. So remember those numbers that I was talking about earlier with my character here? We'll just keep that up. Okay. Now I'm going to close it because I think it needs to reset. I'm going to go ahead and accept this mission. I have all the prerequisites for it. I'm going to go ahead and complete the mission. Boom. Notice over here it says 16 other standings were affected by that one mission, that one final mission that I did for the career agent. So which standings did change? Well, let's go and look at them. Faction standings for the Minmatar, all of these went up right here. So the Minmatar and all of their friends went up. Down here, all of these went down. Okay? Um, so you've got a 17.17 jump for the Minmatar, a 0.14 jump for the Galente. The ones you want to look for are the Amar and the Caldari because they're the major factions that are against them. And the Caldari went down 0.03 and the Amar went down 0.09. So if you notice, I gained more with the Minmatar, more with the Galente, and I went down, then I lost from the Amar and the Caldari. Caldari, there we go. So you can get a definite benefit. Now this isn't what we're using it 100% for, but it is there to increase your standings so down the road it helps you. The most important thing that I got was my industrial ship. Now, could I have gone and bought one? Yeah. But I'm going to show you why this helps you even more. It's not that you get the ship. That's helpful, very helpful. It's where you get the ship. And that is the most important part with doing this wormhole, dropping things off, and how you do it. So I'm going to show you one last thing here. Well, one last thing in regards to this, and then I'm just going to keep talking because I'm annoying. I'm going to go into my map. Remember earlier I did all these level 1 missions. I just barely got things started. Well, what I did was I went to every career agent station and did one mission. One mission. I dropped off a bullet. You're going to laugh at that. If you notice here, each one of these has, most of these have one bullet sitting in them, so I have an asset right here. Over here it tells me how many jumps away each one of these stations are. Now can I pull up a map, look at that, blah, blah, blah. This is a quick reference letting me know how far away each one of these stations are. I've only set these up in career agent spots. Why did I do that? Well, when I end up doing the entrepreneur agents level 1 and finishing those off, it will give me a industrial ship in every single one of these stations. So if I'm in Embod right now, I now have a wreath sitting here for me. Now I have a bunch of other stuff that can be helpful. They gave me a venture as I was going through doing it. I got a limited social adaptation chip, which is useful to this character because I'm not skilling him up in the normal sense. So I just hold on to it. The big thing here is I have a wreath here. By the end of it, I'm going to have an industrial ship in every single one of these that I can haul items with. So to show you why that's effective, and they're all free. I'm going to pull up the map here. What I've done is I've sorted the map up here by, there it is. If you notice down here, by my assets. The map is going to highlight everywhere in space that I have assets within a station. So you notice here I'm at Embod right here. I'm going to scroll out. Now each station here is a station that has a bullet in it. See what I'm saying? Keep scrolling out. This is all high sec right here. All this other stuff out here is low sec and null sec. I'm not too worried about that because I'm going to be dropping things off in high sec and getting to them. So each one of these stations, I'm going to have a hauling ship in. So I can keep using, and so let's say I drop something, I'm in a wormhole out in the middle of nowhere, and I find a wormhole too high sec. I jump through, and suddenly it's dropped me into every shore. Is that every shore? Let me just back out here. In every shore, this region here, I've got a station right there. Let's say it drops me over here into Tash Markham. Boom, I've got a station there. I can get to all of these. The other really nice thing is these are in level 1.0 systems or 9 systems, so they're really, really safe. Um, and I can move about. You can get a second, this is the other part, you can get a second industrial ship by doing more of the missions. And you can do more missions, but this is why I've done it. To I'm not going to play this character a whole lot, but as I go through and I start dropping little industrial ships all over, now I have a base of operations. I've literally got 12 bases of operations for my hauling. Okay? Pretty simple stuff. Uh, will this work for tomorrow or the next day? No, but it always gives me something to go work on while I'm watching TV and waiting for somebody to get out of my wormhole, or if I want to do something else. So that's the major reason for doing that. Now let's talk about all of the side benefits that it helps you out with. Number one, I've set this character up as a side character. I'm not skilling him up hardly at all. All I'm doing is using my daily skill spree. I've got 7 kills today. How am I getting those kills? By doing my missions. Over here, my security missions. I actually killed 7 guys just doing my entrepreneur missions. Um, so in the only way I'm skilling this character up is by doing these side missions per day. Super simple, super quick. Boom, you got your stuff. So what skills do you want to use? And I actually made a notepad here of what I want to do. So I got my skill points. How do you acquire them on the character? What do you want to put in there? So we'll pull up my skill tree. And we're going to pull up that. So basic skills that I have focused on are my social skills in life and in the game. Sorry, it was an easy joke. I bumped up my um, social standing. Why? Because every time I do a mission, um, it bumps up the bonus level of my NPC agent growth. Now, as an alpha, I can only take it to a level 3. Later on, whenever I go into the Omega account and do my main character, it will still be an Omega account here, so I can bump these up even more. Then I did negotiation here. Makes me some more money off of the missions that I'm doing. Last but not least, I put in connections here. Now, it is in my queue here that I will do. This will also raise my friendly chatter rankings and stuff like that. I've loaded up my area here with all the skills that I want to do. And I've been able to accumulate some skills here. At the lowest levels, you're going to laugh at this, but with 5,000 skill points, which is not very much at all, I've actually been able to set these up right here. And if I go ahead and apply the skill points that I currently have, conform, I just went up in corporation management, jury rigging, which will help with my industrial ship, broker relations, the ones that I was talking about over here, and evasive maneuvering. Why did I do evasive maneuvering? It is to help the travel time to move my industrial ships just a little bit faster and get them into warp faster to save myself some time. There's a lot of things that you can grow with here. I just want to show you that you can just drop these in and get yourself up and running. It literally can take a day or two to get this guy going and make yourself and set yourself up well. Boom, got that done. Other skills that I threw onto this character. Where's my notepad? I did do corporation management. Why did I do corporation management? You probably just saw it jump in there. Corporation management I use so whenever I do my mission running, that is not corporation. Money-wise, I'm going to show you here my transactions. Notice here when I'm doing all these transactions, I'm paying a corporate tax. I'm currently in an NPC group, and the NPC group takes a ton of my money, and I don't like that. So later on today, tomorrow, I'm going to invest in creating a corporation for this character. Now, why don't I want to throw him into my wormhole corporation? You don't want to have your hauler alt in your main corporation. You can always contract things to your hauler, but You want to keep it separate so that um, you can't be targeted in a war if you do get targeted in your other one. As long as you don't own a station, you cannot be, um, your corporation cannot be war decked. And that's very important when you're trying to haul things back and forth. So this character will get its own corporation. I have an idea for the name. Actually, it goes along with, I haven't checked it out yet. I don't want to waste your time with the video. But I always have tough times with names. So I was reading up on the BJ and the Bear Wikipedia, looking to see who BJ and the Bear worked for. He was a freelancer, so he didn't. But come season 3, he started his own business. So I'm going to do something like that, but I'm not going to worry about that. You have to have fun. So that is the hauler alt side of it. I know there was something else here. So as your standings go up, your distribution missions will go up. Um, these are very simple missions that I can watch TV for and just move from station to station to station. When I do those, it will do the same thing like the career agents. It will raise my standings. Once I get to the storyline missions, it will raise my faction standings. The storyline missions at higher levels will allow you to get um, uh, implants, just like I was doing the career agent earlier. As an alpha, you can do up to level 3 missions. Um, and so that means I can get up to level 3 implants. So if I'm just messing around with these and doing them, I'm not going to put them into this character. I'm going to contract them back to my main character so I don't have to spend money on implants. And so if I die with these level 3 implants on my main character that's skilling up normally, it doesn't hurt as bad. So that is one big bonus. Storyline input, blah, blah, blah. I think that's about that for that. I know I'm missing something here. Maybe I'll make a second video, but I thought this might be really helpful to people. I do have to edit it up a little bit, clear some stuff up, and now I'm going to go back and do some wormhole hunting, take a shower, get ready for work, and go on in. Hope you guys have a great day. Weekend is coming up here. I hope you have a great weekend. I'm looking forward to it. Sun's going to be out for the first time. I think it's going to hit 70 degrees. Whoa! So if you have any ideas, any thoughts, any requests, feel free to message my main character, Jeremiah Johnson 72, or you can comment in the comment section of YouTube. You guys fly safe, fly dangerously, fly however that you want, and I will talk to you later. Alrighty, bye-bye.